Okay. Or am I good now? Okay. My mic wasn't working there for a second. I think I got it figured out now, though. Okay. I'm excited for this. Personally, I don't know how well it's going to work as a stream thing. But the title screen already looks awesome. So I watched Steins. Haven't played the visual novel, though, before. And I know there's a anime version of the visual novel. But from what I could gather online, it seems to be the opinion that you should start with the original. I don't know. The original looks like it has a charm to it, too, that the anime version of the visual novel does not have. So we're going to give the original a shot. Let me switch scenes here. Okay. So like I said, I don't know how well this is going to play as a stream thing. But I'm going to give it a shot. If I don't like it, I don't have to continue it. And I can just play this myself. But we'll give it a shot. Because it would be great if it would be a good thing to stream. It might be nothing more than like an audiobook, but maybe that's okay. I don't know. Also don't know if I want to do... Hold on one second. Okay, I'm down. They hooked me. I'm liking it. What am I mumbling about? There's no sound from the phone against my right ear, only silence. I'm baking in the summer sun. Sweat slowly slides down my chin and drips onto the asphalt. A girl is standing in front of me. She calls my name with an inquisitive tilt of her head. We're about to infiltrate deep into enemy territory, yet despite the imminent risk of death, there is no hint of tension on her innocent, childlike features. I cover my phone's mouthpiece and turn to the girl with an index finger to my lips. You talking to someone? I nod and put my phone back to my ear. Still no sound from the other side. My contact is wise to maintain silence. The whole area could be bugged. No, I was just talking to someone. Everything's fine. I'm about to infiltrate the assembly hall. Still no reply. Looks like they just want my report. It's too dangerous to waste time talking here anyway. Yeah, Dr. Nakabachi got the jump on us, but I'll make sure he tells us everything. What? The organization is already on the move? I open my eyes wide to match my shocked tone. The girl turns towards me in surprise. I sigh, shaking my head as I rub my temples. I see. So that's the choice of Steins Gate. L. Psi Congru. Classic. Classic. I speak the parting words, then pocket my cell phone. Steins Gate. Some know it as fate. To others, it is the will of God. You could count on one hand the people in this world aware of its true nature. In any case, we should begin the infiltration. I advance towards Radi Khan, which is just across the street from the train station. Man, those cicadas are kind of loud. Maybe I should turn it down. Of course, this is enemy territory. I can't just stride through the front door like an average person. I bypass the elevators and escalators and head to the 8th floor by the stairwell. I only make it to the 7th floor before I have to stop and rest. Who is that on the phone? The girl, Sheena, Mayuri, immediately resumes our conversation. She followed me all the way here, and she isn't even short of breath. I, on the other hand, am gasping for air with my hands on my knees. Who would have thought an 8-story building would be so tall? I turn to Mayuri while wiping the sweat off my brow. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Oh wow, thanks, Okurin. Mayuri smiles happily and doesn't pry any further. As always, she is quick to understand my position. We've known each other since we were both little. Mayuri is 16, 2 years younger than me, so she's more like a little sister than a typical childhood friend. I've been looking out for her as long as I can remember. I used to hope that Mayuri might become the key to Steins Gate, but now I've reconsidered. I don't want that terrible fate for her. She should live a normal life. That is my present wish. We continue to the 8th floor and enter the assembly hall. In front of us stands a cheap-looking stage with a podium and sign reading Dr. Nakabashi's Time Machine Press Conference. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. Ocarine. Mayuri insists on calling me Ocarine, but it's neither my real name nor my code name. It's just one of those annoying nicknames people use. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't call me Ocarine. Huh? But I've always called you that.
それは昔の話だ。今の俺は法院教魔。世界中の秘密組織から狙われる狂気のマッドサイエンティストだ。
That was then. I have since become Hoin Kiyoma, the insane mad scientist hunted by the secret organizations the world over. Muhahaha! I can't do an evil laugh. Muhahaha! That's too hard to remember. Am I blocking? I'm kind of blocking the text. I don't know if I can do anything about that other than maybe scoot over a little bit. Star, you're gonna have to maybe be a little closer to me. Sorry. Maybe peek off screen a little bit. We'll see how that works. In any case, Hoin Kiyoma is my true name. And besides, it doesn't even sound like Okabe Rintaro. You're weird. Hehe. Cease your foolish laughter. Okabe Rintaro may be my real name, but I have rejected it, for it is stupid. Damn. And so I also hate the derivative ocarine. Come on, it sounds like that Elf Boy's blue pipe thing. So Ocarine, can I ask you something? In one ear and out the other. She's been calling me that for 5 years now, so maybe it's time to give up. What are we doing here? Wait, you followed me here without knowing why? Yep. She nods without dropping her smile. We're here for Dr. Nakabachi's press conference. We're standing in the assembly hall on the 8th floor of Radikan. It is here that the conference will be held. Dr. Nakabachi is an inventor. He appears on TV from time to time and has a few patents under his belt. But mostly he is treated as a curiosity. Press conference, but where are the reporters? Mayuri's right. I've scanned the entire hall, but there's no one who looks like a reputable reporter or cameraman. There are only about 10 of us standing in the hall, including me. Considering Nakabachi's moderate media presence and the fact that he claims to have invented a time machine, I would have expected more. Could this be the organization working its twisted influence? I twist my lips into a sneer. I thought that Nakabachi was like me, a scientist fighting to overthrow the organization. But this conference suggests other motives at work. Our enemies won't miss the chance. I prefer not to get wrapped up in this mess. That was a lie. Nevertheless, I'm interested in what he has to say. That's why I'm here, blowing an afternoon of my precious summer holiday. Mayuri ponders my utterance for a while before finally turning her head. You wrapped something. Is it his birthday too? Hehehe. I let out a sigh. Mayuri is known not only make bad jokes, but to laugh at them too. She's always been special.
Mayuri,
keep your guard up, Mayuri. I suspect this won't be a normal I didn't even finish my sentence. Are we under attack? Are they trying to fry our brains with electromagnetic waves? Dust falls from the ceiling as the floor shakes. We're definitely under attack. It's coming from above, but we're on the top floor. All that's above is the roof. An earthquake? Is it magnitude 2? What does magnitude mean again? No time to deal with my Aries confusion. Something's not right about this. I bolt out of the conference hall and run up the stairs to the roof, ignoring the no trespassing signs on my way. Or in my way. The door is open. Upon closer inspection, I realize that the lock has been broken. I open the door and see a billowing cloud of black smoke. There's some kind of phosphorescent dust sparkling in the air. An explosion. I can't believe it. Was there really an explosion? My heart is racing. Damn, I don't know what to do. Should I run away? But why an explosion? Terrorists? No, that doesn't fit. I mean, how do you explain that? Oh, there's just... Okay, yeah, a time machine right there. What the... A strange machine is sitting in the middle of the roof. It's huge, maybe 3 meters tall, and looks kind of like a satellite. Did that thing cause the shaking just now? Who put it here? Was it Dr. Nakabachi? Is this part of his presentation? Impossible. Even if that were the case, how the hell would he get it up here? My head is bursting with questions. As I search for the courage to approach the machine, a throng of reporters and building staff bursts onto the rooftop. They look just as confused as I am. Please stay back, everybody. And then a woman who I assume is a staff member appears to wave us back. The press conference will proceed as scheduled. Is she trying to hide something? Her response was unusually quick, almost like she's trying to keep me away from that device. I've got a nose for conspiracies, and this stinks of a cover-up. What are they hiding? What was that explosion? I want to know, but I shouldn't risk getting any closer. I turn and leave. But not because I'm scared or anything like that. Staff members lead all of us back to the 8th floor. Mayuri is nowhere to be seen. She's not in the event hall either. I find her on the 7th floor. Several capsule toy machines are lined up next to a plate reading Birthplace of the Japanese PC. She's gazing upon them with a wistful look. I breathe a sigh of relief, then take out my phone. It's me. I've got a bad feeling about this. Something's happening, and I have no idea what it is. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I won't do anything to jeopardize the mission. El Sai Kanguru. After I speak the words and hang up, I am able to wipe the sweat from my forehead. My sweat is cold. Half of me hopes something will happen, the other half fears the same thing. I put away my phone and look back at Mayuri. She's still staring at those capsule toys. She doesn't seem to be worried about the explosion at all. I can't decide if she's level-headed or just airheaded. What are you doing? Huh? Well, I really want an Upa. Totally oblivious. Just as I thought. Mayuri points to a capsule machine. The sign on the front says Rainet Kakeu 3D character doll series. Rainet Kakeu is a popular anime series with its own card game spin-off, Rainet Axis Battlers. They even hold international tournaments. I mean, she's got her priorities straight. Upa is the series mascot character. It resembles an elliptical egg with limbs sticking out like some kind of deformed dog. It's what they call an ugly cute character. Okay, I get what you... I guess I get what you mean. High school girls find these creatures adorable for some reason. Last year, an ugly frog character was the rage. Its name escapes me, though.
やればいい。ウーパが当たるかどうかは保証できないがな。
Then go for it. I can't guarantee you'll get an Upa, though. Mary gives me a troubled smile.
でもね、マユシーは今100円玉を切らしちゃっているのです。
But Mayushi's all out of 100 yen coins. Mayushi is what Mayuri calls herself sometimes. According to her, it's supposed to have a star at the end. Mayushi star. But who really cares?
だから、おかりおかり、100円貸して。
So can I borrow 100 yen? Please? She holds her hands out with a look like a begging puppy. Looks like she was planning this from the very beginning. Not quite oblivious as she might seem. Well, at least she didn't say gimme.
黙ったれるな、マユリ。金若さん、俺がお前に人生の厳しさを教えてやる。
Do you think it's that easy, Mayuri? You'll get no money from me. Instead, I'll show you just how harsh life really is. I pull out a 100 yen coin, set it into the machine slot, and spin the lever. I open the capsule and take out the contents. Mari leans forward eagerly to see what I got.
ウーパだよ。しかもメタルウーパ。
It's an Upa and it's metal, a metal Upa.
それはレアなのか？
Is it rare?
すごく。
Super rare. Not like we had a time machine possibly crash onto the roof just moments ago. While I examined the metal Upa, a boy who was watching us tries his luck on the same Rainet machine.
あ、普通のウーパだ。
Ah, a normal Upa. He looks at my metal Upa in resentment. I turn to see Mayuri's sparkling eyes also fixed on the Upa. Hey, high school girl, you're acting like a little kid.
ではマユリにくれてやろう。
I give this creature of metal to you, Mayuri. Honestly, I don't want it.
本当？いいの？おかり。
Really? Are you sure, Ocarine?
ほーいん今日まだ。
The name's Hoin Kiyoma.
ありがとう、おかり。
Thank you, Ocarine. Is she doing it on purpose?
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
Thank you all for coming to Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine press conference. I hear the announcement from the floor
ど
above.
うやら始まるようだな。
Sounds like they're starting. I head to the stairs. Mayuri doesn't follow.
行くぞ、マユリ。
Let's go, Mayuri.
待って待って。名前書かなくちゃ。
Just a sec. I gotta write my name. She's preoccupied with the metal Upa. I go on ahead.
それでは早速登場していただきましょう。発明家ドクター中町さんです。皆さん盛大な拍手でお迎えください。
Without further ado, I am pleased to introduce the inventor, Dr. Nakabachi. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. Man, that's rough. Dr. Nakabachi enters to sparse applause. He walks up to the podium. What kind of press did we have before? It sounded like we had a big group of people. And now there's not. But there was just something that crashed on the roof, so... Must be the organization at play. He's already wearing a frown for some reason. I can feel his irritation from here. I am Dr. Nakabachi. Thank you all for coming. Nakabachi takes the microphone and begins to speak, his voice brimming with confidence.
それではここに集まってもらった諸君だけに人類史に残る世紀の大発明タイムマシンについての理論をお教えしよう。
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to begin with my theory of time travel, the greatest scientific breakthrough of the century. It sure would be.
あの人が作ったの?
Did he really build a time machine? Mayuri appears after writing her name on the metal Upa. She's a bit late, in more ways than one. What did she think a time machine presentation would be about? I'm still kind of blocking the text, huh? Not a lot, but it's enough that... Maybe we do that. Yeah, I guess that could work. Maybe. So, Star, how's it hanging up here? How you doing? Can't tell if I really like this or not. Well, it's probably preferred from blocking the text, so we'll roll with it. Mayuri appears after writing her name on the metal Upa. She's a bit late. Oh wait, I read this. I take another look around the room. There are about 20 people now, including us, but still no media presence to speak of. So this is the extent of Dr. Nakabachi's fame. No one believes that he invented a time machine. I was interested in what he had to say, true, but my expectations were no higher than the rest of the onlookers. And a good thing they weren't. As he proceeds to explain his time machine design, my curiosity quickly turns to disappointment, then anger. Okay, I can't do that justice. Doctor! Damn, did he really just scream that? My roar silences Nakabachi and draws the eye of every person in the room. Do you take us for fools? Who the hell are you? Who the hell am I? Someone who knows you for a fraud, that's who. You stole your theory from John... Man, I forget how that's pronounced. Titer or Teeter? John Teeter, and you call yourself an inventor?
誰かその男をつまみ出せ。
Someone throw this man out.
出ていくのはあなただドクター。恥を知れ。金輪際、あなたには発明家を名乗る資格はないぞ。
You're the one we should throw out, Doctor. Have you no shame? You have no right to call yourself an inventor.
うるさい黙れ。生意気な若造め。
Shut your mouth, you little pest. Jeez. I mean, he did interrupt the conference, I guess, but little pest, damn. Just then, someone grabs my arm from behind. Quite convinced it's an official here to throw me out. I turn around to glare him down. Unhand me, you... Huh? It's a girl about my age. Her intense stare seems to challenge me. I take a step back. Her face looks somehow familiar. Where have I seen her before? Ah. We haven't met, but I know her face. It's Makise Kurusu. A few days ago, my friend Daru showed me a magazine article titled Girl Genius Gives Lecture in Akihabara. The article is about a 17-year-old girl who had just graduated from an American university. Her thesis was even published in a major scientific journal. Girl Genius, Makise Kurusu, I recognize the stubborn-looking girl from her photograph. She's even wearing the exact same scowl. What business could such a genius have with me? She takes a quick look around the room, then turns back to me with a stern expression. Could you come with me for a moment? What's with the attitude? She's obviously not staff, and there's no way that... Why? It looks like that "the" is a different shade. No way that the Makise Kurusu would be working with someone like Dr. Nakabachi. Which means no. You're with the organization? Huh? If their tendrils have gotten this far, then I've made a grave mistake. Stop fooling around and come with me. My outburst has already attracted too much attention. Nakabachi in particular looks like he wants to rip my head off. It must be mortifying to be exposed as a fraud by a bright young man like myself. Anyway, I mustn't draw any more attention to myself. If the organization gets wind of my presence here, it could endanger my Yuri. To say nothing of these ignorant civilians. I let Makise Kurusu lead me out of the assembly hall.
ここで俺に何かすれば人目につくぞ。そうなれば、貴様もいろいろまずいだろう。
Try anything and people are sure to notice. What will your superior say then?
何かって何ですか？人聞きの悪い。
What are you talking about? She glares at me quite fiercely at that. Attractive though she may be, there is no innocence in her eyes. A beautiful agent unmatched in cruelty. My heart beats in exhilaration from the danger. Looks like chaos really does get my blood pumping.
私はあなたに聞きたいことがあるだけです。
I just need to ask you something.
それに答える義理はない。機関のやり方は悪い。
What makes you think I'll answer? I know how the organization operates.
だから機関って？
What's with this organization stuff? Instead of answering, I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。機関のエージェントに捕まった。ああ、マキセ・クリスだ。あの女には気をつけろ。いや、問題ない。ここはなんとか切り抜け。
It's me. I've been caught by an organization agent. Yes, it's Makise Kurisu. She's a dangerous one. No, it's fine. I'll find a way to... Kurisu suddenly snatches the phone from my hand. What skill? I didn't have time to react.
何をする
What are you doing?
あれこの携帯電源切れてる。
Huh? Your phone's off?
誰と話していたんですか？
Who are you talking to? Her eyes pierce deep into my soul. I quickly look away. She's good. Is she trying to attack my sense of identity in order to cause a mental break? Recover. This isn't enough to sway me.
貴様に答える義理はないが一応教えてやろう。それは
Your techniques don't
俺以
work
外
on
が触る
me.
と自動的に電源がオフになる特別製の携帯なのだ。うわ
But I'll tell you anyway, that's no ordinary phone. It's designed to deactivate the moment it leaves my hand. Such measures are necessary to maintain secrecy. I know things that could get me killed. I quickly retrieve my phone and wipe the cold sweat off my forehead. Whew, that was close.
そう。独り言だったのね。
So you talk to yourself. Gah! This is bad. Ordinary methods don't work on Makise Kurisu, the genius girl. On the contrary, she's the one psyching me out. Damn. Looks like I'll have to make a tactical retreat. If I could just find an opening. Suddenly, Kurisu steps up to me with a serious expression. She stares right at me, her huge eyes blazing with strength of will. Such fire, I can't look away. Could someone with such pure eyes really be an organization agent?
さっき私に何を言おうとしたんですか？
What were you trying to tell me earlier? Earlier?
さっきとはいつのことだ
What are you talking about?
ほんの15分くらい前、会見が始まる前に。
About 15 minutes ago, before the conference started. Nonsense. This is the first time we've met. I was with Mayuri in that Upatoy 15 minutes ago.
私に何か言おうとしましたよね。
You were trying to tell me something, right? You looked really upset. Is this a trap? It does seem like one of the organization's dirty tricks. But would this girl do something that underhanded?
まるで今にも泣き出しそうで、それにすごく辛そうでした。
You looked like you were going to start crying any second.
どうして？私、前にあなたと会ったことありますか？
Why? Have we met before? She seems sincere. That makes her even more suspicious. That's right. Don't let her beauty fool you. She's a cold, calculating secret agent. If I show the slightest vulnerability, I'm done for.
そういえば、なんで私の名前知ってるんです？
And how do you know my name?
俺は全てお見通しなのだ
My knowledge has no limits. I am a mad scientist after all.
天才少女次会うときは敵同士だな
Genius girl. Our next meeting shall be as enemies.
さらばだうわ
Farewell. Moha. I spin around. I need to work on my evil laugh, I know. I spin around and take off down the stairs, ignoring her call to stop. Like I'd listened to the enemy.
期間目あれほどのエージェントを送り込んでくるとはついに本気になったようだな
Damn the organization. They must be serious if they're sending in agents like her. I run all the way down to the 4th floor and check behind me. Once I'm convinced Makise Kurisu's not tailing me, I sigh while rubbing my temples.
だが俺はまだ奴らに捕まるわけにはいかんのだ
But I can't let them capture me yet. Well then, what do I do now? My mission was to attend the conference and evaluate Dr. Nakabachi's research. Now that I know he's a fraud, there's no real point in going back. I guess I'll just go home. But wait, aren't I forgetting something important? Let's see now. What is it?
マユリを置いてきた。
Damn. I left Mayuri behind. I knew she'd be a liability. I shouldn't have brought her along. I was trying to prioritize her safety, but got careless. I'll try calling her first. If she's alright, then I can just have her meet me here. With that thought in mind, I take out my phone. I turn it on. Now it's the first time it's actually on. And it rings just as I do.
メールか
An email. Man, I hate spam. It's not just a regular email. There's a video attached. It's from an unknown address. Sounds like, geez, I'm in a bad place again, aren't I? There's just not a good place for me on this screen, huh? That's a little better, I guess. We'll see. I opened the video file with some trepidation. Hmm? There's nothing but noise. Is this a prank? Or some sort of Makise Kurusu style attack? Maybe the noise is some sort of make people go crazy frequency. No, wait. I don't remember giving her my mail address, so I'm probably just thinking too hard. I curse myself for being gullible enough to play the video. I have more pressing matters to deal with anyway. Great job. Okabe, we're hacked now. I stop the video and call Mayuri's phone from my address book. For someone who's so concerned about the organization tracking him down, that was, yeah, pretty stupid, I'd say. I stop the video and call Mayuri's phone from my address book.
マユリ、なぜ出ない
Damn it, Mayuri, why won't you pick up? Looks like I'll have to go back to the assembly hall. But things will get messy if I bump heads with Makise Kurusu again.
まさかマキセクリスメマユリをさらったな
Wait. Don't tell me. Did that femme fatale kidnap Mayuri?
おのれそれが機関のやり方か
Damn you. Is that how the organization operates? Leaving without Mayuri isn't an option. Call me overprotective, but she's like a little sister to me, and there's a very real danger that she might wander off somewhere the moment I let her out of my sight. Mayuri has always been like that. I never know if she'll be there when I turn to look. In a sense, that's why I became Hoei in Kiyoma.
戻るしかないか
I have to go back for her. The thought of climbing back up to the 8th floor is depressing, but I have no choice. When I get back to the assembly hall, Dr. Nakabachi's conference has just finished. Nobody is on stage, and the phony inventor has already left. The 20 or so members of the audience are starting to pack up. I soon find Mayuri. She's in the corner, looking lost. Well, at least she wasn't kidnapped. Even better, I don't see Makise Kurusu around anywhere.
あの女 俺におじけづいたか。
Looks like I scared her off.
よかろう。今日のところは見逃してやるとしよ
So be it. I'll let her go this time. Still, I keep my eyes peeled as I run up to Mayuri.
う。まゆり、なぜ電話に出ない？そろそろ帰るぞ。
Mayuri? Why didn't you pick up? We're leaving.
おかり、メタルウーパがいなくなっちゃった。
Oh my gosh. We lost the super rare. I can't believe it. Ocarine, my metal Oopa ran away. She turns to me with a forlorn expression.
いなくなった。
Ran away.
勝手に動き出したのか？
What? It's
それは
alive?
実にファンタジーだ。
That's a little hard to believe.
落としたみたい。
I think I dropped it. I see. So she was looking for it. Not like it really
見
matters.
つからないなら諦めろ。
Forget about it. You can always get another one. I don't know about that. That was a super rare Okabe. We're never gonna see it again.
当たりっこないよ。だってね、メタルウーパはネットオークションで1万円近いプレミアがついてるんだよ。
No way. Metal Oopas sell upwards of 10,000 yen online, you know.
な、
Wait. What? That toy was worth that much?
まゆりよ、一体どこで落としたのだ？
Think, Mayuri, where did you drop it?
わかんないから探してるんだよ。あと、見つけても売らないからね。
I don't know. That's why I'm looking. And even if we find it, you can't sell it, okay?
その1万円、この俺の研究資金にしてやる。
Muhaha. I'm gonna get better at my evil laugh. I'm gonna work on it off stream. That 10,000 yen will fund my research.
だから、売らないってば。マユシ
I said you can't sell it.
ちゃったし。
It even has Mayushi's name on it. Thus begins our search for the metal Oopa.
トゥッテルー、ウーパさん、ウーパさん、出ておいで。
Get through. I can't do it as cute sounding as her. Oopa, Oopa, come out, wherever you are. Mayuri tries calling its name. I don't know if she truly expects a response. By the way, Tuturu is Mayuri's catchphrase. It means... Actually, I've never bothered to ask what it means. Anyway, the metal Oopa is nowhere to be found. Maybe she didn't drop it in the assembly hall, but on the 7th floor landing near the capsule toy machines? Another possibility is that someone with an eye for rare items pilfered it. Just imagining the smug grin on that person's face makes me wreathe in envy. I think I said that right. What kind of man steals a helpless girl's toy? Is there nothing in his heart but the lust for money? Okay. Like we weren't just thinking about doing the same thing before.
おかりんもね。
Sounds like you, Ocarine. There we go, Mayuri. Call him out. Whoa. Wasn't expecting that from Mayuri. What was that?
悲鳴かな。
Was that a scream? I think so. Only the presenter and a few other people are left in the assembly hall. Including Mayuri and me, less than half the audience remains. Everyone looks at each other anxiously, startled by the scream. Even I cannot suppress a shiver. First, the explosion on the roof, now this. What's going on here? Mayuri squeezes my hand tight.
まゆり、ここにいろ。
Stay here, Mayuri. I take a deep breath, prepare myself, and head in the direction of the scream. The echoes lead me down a dark, empty hallway on the same floor. I'm pretty sure it came from around that corner. I crouched down and turned the corner slowly, keeping my eyes and ears peeled for any sign of danger. And there, at the end of the passage, I see it. There's something on the ground. No, someone. Motionless. Who is it? The clothes are familiar. It can't be. What? Makise Kurisu. Her face is turned away, but I know it's her. The impertinent genius girl I just fought with 10 minutes ago is now face down in a pool of bright red blood. She's dead. No. But why? Suddenly I realize that I'm shaking. I want to run away. I shouldn't have come. This is wrong. Someone killed Makise Kurisu, there's no other explanation. Who would do such a thing? There's no one else here. I twist around in shock. Some other men have followed me, and every one of them is ghastly pale. They must have seen the body. Call the police! A man cries out in panic. At this, everyone else starts screaming and running away. I follow them, of course. There's absolutely no reason to stay here. Concern for Makise Kurisu is superseded by my instinctive urge to flee. When I get back to the assembly hall, Mayuri is waiting for me with tears in her eyes. What happened, Okari? We're leaving! I grab Mayuri's hand and run. We're out of here! I race down the— oh wait, hold on, damn it! I skipped that accidentally. But I can't. The redness of her blood is burned into my mind more than the sight of the body itself. That was my first time seeing a dead body. I was seeing if I could go back. Damn. Whoops, we missed it. Is this what it's like when I realized... Is this what it's like when I realized that she was dead? I felt chilling terror and a surge of nausea. But that was all I felt. Fear and disgust. Couldn't there be something more? I guess I just didn't know her that well. I finally stop once we get out to the main street. Chodori. My chest pounds, my breathing labored from running down the stairs at full speed. Hey, what happened? You look really pale. Mayuri doesn't seem to comprehend the situation. I guess it's because she didn't see the body. She's not even breathing hard. She looks slow, but she's actually pretty fast on her feet. Someone died. I take several deep breaths. The color of that blood still stains my brain, but I've calmed down a bit. Makise Kurisu is dead. And I don't know who the killer is. Sirens in the distance. I guess an ambulance will be here soon. Then the police will arrive and this area will become a crime scene. But for now, the crowds milling through Akihabara have no idea what has happened. Everyone is going about their business as usual. A never-ending search for electronics, moe, and porn. Jeez. Just another day in Akihabara. Alright. I take my phone out of my pocket, perhaps out of reflex. I'm not sure what I plan to do with it. Oh, I know. My friend Daru. I'll tell him what happened just now, since he knows about Makise Kurisu. I suppose it might be disrespectful to the victim. My adrenaline is pumping. I can't make calm decisions after witnessing something like that firsthand. That's how humans are, after all. We're not as special as we like to believe. At the end of the day, we're nothing but dirty, slime-like flesh. Our souls fester like semen left to rot in the womb. What the hell kind of comparison is that? Okay, that's how we humans are. Senti. Man, I don't know if you just arrived, but that is quite the line to walk in on. Yes, I just arrived. Well, I'm sorry, Senti. Past few lines have been interesting to read. While wallowing in a bit of angst, I began to type on my phone. Yes, I just arrived to you reading out that line. All right, I'm ending stream. While wallowing in a bit of angst, I began to type on my phone. It didn't happen, okay, Senti? I don't know what that was. I was just as freaked out about that as you. Someone stabbed Makise Kurisu. Looked bad. Hope she's okay. Someone stabbed Makise Kurisu. Don't know who. Hope she looked bad. Hope she's okay. I don't know if she was stabbed. That just seems like the most logical explanation, given the amount of blood and the absence of a gunshot. On the other hand, I didn't write that she was dead, even though I'm pretty sure she was. I can't exactly explain why I didn't. If I had to say, I guess I felt like writing it down would set it in stone. It might make me feel guilty as well. The thought brings a smirk to my face. It's not like I'm the one who killed her. Why should I feel guilty? I just saw someone's death up close, and only a few minutes later I'm smiling. Am I really that cruel and cold? Well, I am a fiendish mad scientist, so it suits me. I finished typing and placed my thumb over the send button. Wow, such edge. Haha, fits my mad scientist character very well. To smirk at a death I just saw. Okabe definitely has main character syndrome. And then I press down. Sending. What? What was that? Wait, look around. They're gone. Summer break. Noon. The busiest street in town. Just now, thousands of pedestrians vanished into thin air. Is this a dream? Am I hallucinating? I don't know. But they're gone. I saw them vanish with my own 2 eyes. I stand petrified, speechless, and alone on the empty street. Desperate to find someone, anyone, I look up. And there, at the top of Radikan, sticking out from the 8th floor event hall where we just were, is a crashed satellite. Oh man. Opening time? Intro finished? Is this the OP? I guess. Okay. Okay, that's a bop. Gonna need to add that to the playlist. Title drop. I'm surprised the song holds up to the test of time.
おい、そこの貴様。俺たちが見えているか？
It was good. I liked that a lot. I was afraid to pick up this version of the visual novel because I knew it was kind of older. And I know they have an anime version too. So like instead of these kinds of scenes, you'd actually be playing scenes from the anime. But I don't know. It seemed like the visual novel original had its own kind of charm. And from what I could read online, it seemed like that was the general opinion too, was that you got to go with the original first. So, yeah, no, I'm enjoying it so far. I think going with the original is probably the way to go. Hey you, can you see us?
なぜ何も答えない？貴様に聞いているんだぞ。
Why won't you
モニ
answer?
ターのそっち側にいる貴様にだ。
I'm asking you a question. Yes, you on the other side of the monitor.
間抜け面をしよってつまらんやつだ。
Your silence only strengthens my hypothesis. Just like how you got to start Hunter x Hunter from the 1999 version. What if I said I haven't watched Hunter x Hunter yet? I know, I need to fix that. But good to know. If I do, I gotta start with the 1999 version. Have you seen Steins Gate, Sensi?
貴様からだと俺たちはテレビのモニターの中にいるように見えるだろうな。だがそれは大きな間違いだ。
I suppose that, from your perspective, it appears that we are the ones inside the monitor. But that's where you're wrong. It's okay, my list of to watch anime is probably on a similar state as yours. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. And they just keep pumping them out. So we'll never catch up. We'll never catch up. And no, not yet. Man. Steins Gate, I love it. If I am to step out of character for a moment, I'd say Sai is a blend of Lelouch from Code Geass and Okabe from Steins Gate. Maybe a little bit of a dash of fate in there somewhere. Not Lelouch. I'm a little bit chuny, Senti, if I'm being honest. And my ambitions are lofty. I don't see the edge at all. Well, I mean, I have my own take on it a little bit. Are you just out of character every day? Well, I see what you're saying, I guess. Because he's very, like... calculating, evil laugh, kind of similar to Okabe, I guess. But I guess... just, mindset-wise, I guess. I don't know. I might be going at it the wrong way. Okay. But yeah, maybe I see it. It's okay. One day, Senti, you'll see it. I suppose that from your perspective, oh, I read that already. Lelouch and Okabe, but poor. Well, Okabe is poor, so we got that covered.
モニターの中にいるのは貴様なのだよ。貴様が現実だと思っているその世界は、実はすべて虚構。もちろん、貴様自身もな。
For it is you who are inside. Your reality is nothing but lies and shadows. Naturally, that includes you too.
真の現実。それはこちら
True
が
reality is on the side of the screen, on this side of the screen.
自分が何を指摘されているの
Poorer.
かすら
Okay.
分かっていない
Well, we didn't have to take it that far.
無理ない
Don't believe me. I don't blame you. Few are those who can handle the truth.
まあいい。貴様には分かりやすく、俺たちのことについて説明してやろうではないか。
But no matter. I shall speak in simpler terms. Easy enough for even you to understand.
まず、俺たちがいるのはどこかということだ。
This is the Future Gadget Laboratory,
秋葉原にある
located in the Akihabara district of Tokyo.
俺たち
We call it simply
ラボと呼んでいる。
the lab.
世界の支配構造を作り変えるという我が野望の拠点だな。
Our purpose is to shatter the system and plunge the world into chaos.
そうなんだ。悪いことしちゃダメなんだよ、オカリン。
Really? You shouldn't do bad things, Ocarine.
まあ入りは少し黙っていろ。
Quiet. I'm a mad scientist, remember?
駅から出たら中央通りを進み、末広町駅の交差点を蔵
From the station, head down Chuadori until you reach Suhirocho Station. I'm probably butchering that. Then take a left onto Kuramaibashi Dori. In the alley before the traffic light, you'll find the run-down Ohiyama building. The lab is on the second floor.
目印はビル1階にあるブラウン管工房というマニアックなテナントだな。
On the first floor is a store of ill repute called the Brawn Tube Workshop. You can't miss it.
今時旧式のブラウン管テレビだけを扱っているショップだ。
It deals exclusively in CRT monitors of all things. Can you imagine?
需要があるとは思えない。寂れた店の
Even in the heart of Akihabara's electric town, the demand for CRTs is practically non-existent.
だが、ブラウン管工房店長である天王寺というおっさんは、このビルのオーナーでもある。
But the proprietor of the Braun Tube workshop, Tenoji, is also the owner of the building.
ゆえに、今や急ピッチで都市開発が進み、
That's how he can afford to maintain his ridiculously niche hobby shop, even as land value continues to rise.
幸いにもあの店長は、人を見る目はあるようでな。この俺のカリスマ性を見抜き、ビル2階を丸々ワンフロア、ただ同然で貸してくれたのだ。ふわっ
He may seem a rough sort, but he was no match for my charisma. Now the entire second floor is mine for next to nothing. Muhahaha. I gotta work on my evil laugh. Crazy Riz. I digress. The Future Gadget Laboratory is currently experiencing a severe shortage of manpower. We welcome dedicated scientists from all fields to apply. At present, our researchers are...
オカリンオカリン、そこはラボメンって言わなきゃ。所属研究員じゃなくて。
Ocarine. You've got to say lab mems, not researchers.
ラボメン、すなわち
Our lab mems.
俺を含めて3人である。
Laboratory members are 3.
ラボメンナンバー001。ラボ創設者にして狂気のマッドサイエンティストであるこの俺、法院京馬。
I am the founder of the Future Gadget Lab, lab mem number 001, the insane mad scientist Hoin Kiyoma.
オカリンって呼び方の方が可愛いのに。
Ocarine is cuter though.
そしてコスプレが趣味の高一点。
Next, we have our resident cosplayer and only female member, lab mem number 002, Shina Mayuri.
てってるー、まゆしーです。着るんじゃなくて作るのが趣味だよ。
True. Call me Mayushi. I like making costumes more than wearing them.
最後に
And
スーパ
last,
ーハカー、ラボメンナンバー
we have our
003
resident super hacker, lab mem number 003, Hashida Itaru.
スーパーハカーって呼ぶなよ。スーパー
Stop
ハッカ
calling
ー
me
だろ
that.
ジョーコ。
It's super hacker. Duh.
そんな
okay.
我々3人で構成される未来ガジェット研究所の活動内容はそのものズバリ発明である。
Here at the Future Gadget Laboratory, we devote ourselves to the art of invention.
詳細は我がラボのホームページを見てくれ。
For details, see our lab's homepage.
もちろん闇の支配権力と戦うための未来ガジェットが最優先事項だが、その研究から派生する副産物的な発明も多い。というか、
Our top priority,
今
of
のところ
course,
そっちばかりだ。
is to develop weapons for the war with the Dark Dominion. But that research has spawned a number of offshoot inventions. In fact, that's all it spawned.
すでに我々は8つの未来ガジェットを完成させた。だが、これはまだ序章でしかない。未来ガジェットのアイデアは俺の中に108まであるのだ。
Our arsenal of future gadgets is up to 8. But this is just the beginning. I have a total of 108 inventions to create. Wow, very specific.
某テニス漫画みたいにですね。わかります。
Like in that tennis manga, right? I get it.
人の煩悩の数といえ、このアットチャンネルの目。
No, it's the number of earthly desires and mortals. You at-channel junkie.
それと、俺が話しているのだから口出しをするなと言っているだろ。
And I thought I told you not to interrupt me when I'm talking.
そもそもオカリン、さっきからなんで独り言喋ってんの？
Yeah, I wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself.
独り言ではない。見てわからないのか。
I'm not talking to myself. Can't you see? I'm talking to the person behind the monitor.
あ、今その人にやりって笑った。
Ah, he just grinned.
おのれ貴様、何を笑っているのか。 モニターの中の存在のくせに。
What are you grinning about? Damn you. You don't even exist outside that monitor.
こっちみんなって言ってやれば？
Just say, don't look at me.
通じないんじゃないかな。
I don't think that's gonna work.
俺たちに話しかけられていることにすら気づいていないらしいな。自覚がないというのは
It appears our attempts to communicate have failed. It's sad to see someone so deeply in denial of reality.
その人にしてみたら、マユシーたちがゲームみたいに見えてるのかな。
Maybe they think we're in the game?
そいつには現実なのかゲームなのかっていう発想さえないんじゃね？
I doubt it's even occurred to them.
じゃあ、ダル君の大好きな二次元の女の子たちもそうなの？
But aren't your 2D girlfriends the same way? Cooked. Absolutely cooked. Holy.
それは別。あの子たちは僕の嫁だから。
That's different. Those girls are my wives. Oh man.
誰の嫁の話はどうでもいい。
Nobody cares about your harem.
でもさ、マユシの言ったこと
Absolutely
ってどういうこと
shameless
書いてあ
about
る
it
じゃん？
too.
もし仮に僕たちがゲームの中の住人だとしたら、それを見極める術はあると思う？
But Mayushi touched upon a very interesting theme, you know? What if we're actually just characters in a game? Any way we can know for sure?
ないな。
No. We're all in a simulation.
即答かよ。
Come on.
ゆえに、そのような議論は不毛。
Such questions are
世界の
meaningless.
支配構造を打ち砕く方法について考える方が。
Our time is
よほど
better spent thinking of ways to destroy the system.
中二病、オツ。
Nice Chunibyo, bro. I step back from the monitor. Displayed on the screen is the ugly, cute character Alpaca Man. Does that qualify as even ugly, cute? I don't know. I think it's missing the cute part. I don't know if I see it. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. What? I guess it's like those old, man, what was it called? Tom the Cat? Was that it? I forget. But this is just weirder. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of ugly cute to be true. Okay, so we're on the same page. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. No. No. I turned to Daru with a menacing glare.
黙れスーパーハカ。
That's true, headset included actually might be a good deal. Shut it, hacker. I'm no Chunibyo patient. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin.
おーい。今日まだ。
I am Huin Kiyoma.
そういう設定っしょ。
That's your character's name, right? For basically $3 is crazy. Modern day. Yeah. That's your character's name, right?
やれやれ。誰の人とのコミュニケーションの取れなさは、どれだけ経っても
Oh, Daru. Your communication skills are beyond repair.
アニメのオフ会じゃ僕がいつも場を盛り上げてるっつうの。
I'll have you know I go to a ton of offline meets, and I'm always the life of the party. Okay. Sure you are. This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother in arms and right-hand man, Hashida Itaru, nicknamed Daru, Discord mod Meta. He's a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D maids. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him anything's fine as long as it's moe. Damn, Cheating on your 2D wives with 3D maids is crazy. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well. It really is, I have no words. The man's dedicated. And has no shame, which, I mean, I don't know. Ow, the needle bit my finger. Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Sheena Mayuri, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku, nowhere near Daru's level though. The Stitzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division, for women, in parentheses. And today she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does the Future Gadget Laboratory need costumes, parentheses, for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the Future Gadget Laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me, Mayushi is Okarin's hostage. I belong here. That's weird. Okarin, you might need to fix that. A hostage 16-year-old girl is a bad look. Emotional support member. Okay, yeah, that is strange. Well, that certainly was cryptic. But her offer was my salvation. For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough. So, did Alpaca Man say anything?
Yeah,
Nope, nothing. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive, you'd think the game was bugged. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game. 500 yen down the drain. Damn antisocial alpaca. I curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do, the TV makes a sound like it's shorted. And then the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. Gotta turn it off and back on. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is on lease from the Braun Tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old. You made Mr. Alpaca angry. Damn. I'll have to get it repaired later. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at a conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. I close my eyes. And what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago. They're gone. As I left Radicon, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless, until...
どうかした？
What's wrong? Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality. Mayuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes.
今人が消えたよな。
Everyone disappeared just now, right?
消えただろう。今目の前で。
You saw it too, right? Just now, before our very eyes. Panic took hold as the enormity of what had just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulders and shook her.
マユリも見たか？見たよな。
Did you see it, Mayuri? You saw it, right? Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking.
見てない。
I didn't see anything.
見てない。
You didn't? I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles.
見ていない。見ていないの
You saw nothing.
だってついさっきまで。
Nothing at
たくさん
all.
の人たちが歩いていたんだぞ。
There were people here a second ago, weren't there?
歩いてたかな。
There were?
それに店員まで消えている。こんなことはいくらなんでもありえない。
Even the store employees are gone. That's impossible by any measure.
それは仕方ないと思うよ。
Of course they are. Her reply didn't make any sense.
とにかくね、最初からこの辺には誰もいなかったよ。
It was like this when we got here.
オカリン
Oh,
は
I
見
know.
てたんだね。
You're seeing things, aren't you?
きっとこの暑さのせいだよ。トゥットゥルー。
I'm sure it's cause of the heat. Doo-doo. How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. Damn. It's kinda harsh. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. Well, I mean, I guess if you're in his shoes and you saw things and then just everything disappeared, that'd be kind of... But no self-blame either, huh? With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akiba's buildings. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radikan, where I had been just a moment before. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite embedded in the roof of the building where, not 5 minutes before, I had found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Star's cousin? Yeah, I guess. You know what? Point taken, Senti. Kind of the same way with Star, I guess. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway. Cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was...
そもそも
What the hell is that satellite doing there? Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite. like machine, shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. But that's not what I was seeing now. This satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without blowing up in the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen?
前よりあの人工衛星だが
Mayuri, about that satellite.
わあ、びっくりしたね。
Yep, what a surprise, huh? I feel like we're kind of underreacting to a satellite crashed into a building.
びっくりしただと
What do you mean?
何がびっくりしたのだ
What was the surprise?
ドカーンってすっごい音がしたもん。
It made a huge kaplow sound. A huge kaplow. It certainly did make a sound, but I don't think it was a kaplow. I'd say it was more like a zim.
あの人工衛星は落ちてきたのか
Did that satellite fall out of the sky?
来たのかな。
Did
宇
it?
宙人さん乗ってるのかな。
Do you think any aliens were on board? Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all?
そこの君たち
Hey, you too. Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern.
ここで何をやっているんだここらは今立ち入り禁止だすぐに出て行きなさい
What do you think you're doing here? This area is off limits. You have to leave.
ごめんなさい。
We're sorry.
それより制服警官さん仮にあなたを警官 A と名付けるが一つ聞きたい
My
こと
good
があるん
man.
です
Let's call you Officer A. I have one question.
警官 A って
Officer A?
今ここで数千人の通行人が一瞬で消えたんですあなたも見ましたよね
Thousands of people just vanished. You saw it too, didn't you?
見ていないいいから早く出て行け
What are you talking about? Get out of here. I was quickly losing my confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makise Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance, but before I could...
さっきから何をバカなことばかり言っているんだ
Look, I don't have time for your nonsense. The policeman took me by the upper arm and said, no one got stabbed at Radicon. What? How could he say that with such certainty? While I was still trying to comprehend the situation, the policeman forcefully led us away. We were escorted up to UPX and released. There were people at UPX, like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Shuadori had been blockaded by police and nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radicon. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even Toho TV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chuadori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba's streets, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery.
そうか。そういうことか。
I see. So that's it. From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayuri turn and stare.
これもすべて機関の隠蔽工作ということだな。警察にすら圧力をかけられるということは、この国の中枢ももはや奴らの手の内にあるということ。なんということだ。
This is all an elaborate cover-up by the organization. Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control. My God.
だが、俺の目はごまかせんぞ。いつか必ず奴らの所業を暴き、その支配構造に終止符を打ってやる。
But they underestimated me, for I am not so easily played. One day, I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice-cold drinks are essential.
頭脳労働の後のドクターペッパーは相変わらず最高にうまいな。
Ah, elixir intellectualis. A drink fit for a genius.
コーラの方がよくね？
Cola's better. You gotta go with Dr. Pepper.
オカリンは本当にドクターペッパーさん
Ocarine
が大好き
really loves his Dr. P.
この知的飲料の良さがわからない奴は人生の5分の
I
1
pity the man who knows not the greatness of this beverage. Mwahaha. Step through the curtain dividing its center and you'll enter the heart of the Future Gadget Laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. I feel that. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poke Daru and bid him follow me into the development room. All of the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim. And hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Smart. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. So you see where I got the inspiration for my lab coat now. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money, I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably never will be.
ダル、計画は順調に推移しているか？
Daru, is the plan progressing smoothly?
え、計画ってなんぞ？
What plan? Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Come on, Daru, you gotta play along. You gotta go with it. Sitting majestically on top of the table is commercial-grade microwave oven. It's significantly larger than the newer home models.
計画は計画だ。
The plan, as in the plan.
があるというのか？
Obviously, I'm talking about perfecting gadget number 8.
ああ、そのこと。いきなり計画とか言うから何事かと思った。
Oh, that. How was I supposed to know what you meant?
そろそろお前との付き合いに。
We've known each other for what, 3 years now? Went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months though.
高2の時はクラス別でほとんど喋んなかったじゃん。だから実質2年半じゃね？
We were in different classes junior year, and actually we didn't talk at all. So 2 years?
細かいことはどうでもいい。それほどの付き合いの長さなのだから、いい加減俺の会話についてこられるようになってくれ。
Details. The point is, we've known each other for a long time. I expect you to keep up with me here.
それは無理。
Nope. Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except us. Shot down again.
それで、8号機の不調の原因究明は進んだか？
So are we any closer to figuring out what's wrong with gadget number 8?
いやまだ。
Not yet. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from these shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of the sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious futurish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the Bits Particle Gun. Gadget number 2, the Bamboo Helicam. Gadget number 3. Could this be Aura? Gadget number 4. Moad Snake? Moad Snake? However you pronounce that. Gadget number 5. Once again, I've made a worthless object by Goemon. I like that name. Gadget number 6. The Siloom Saber. Gadget number 7. Ghost in the Ball. Ghost in the Ball. Badumts. They can all be seen on the website Darrow made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist genius. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the phone wave. Me too, Goemon. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the phone wave, name subject to change. Phone wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When a future gadget is completed, the 3 of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Darrow thinks my naming style too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The phone wave, name subject to change, is, in short, a remote-controlled microwave. You put food into the microwave before you leave, then, on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the phone wave, name subject to change, has a second unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy, Mayuri had made her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual, when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she'd put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Darrow and I have been searching for the cause. Interesting. Lol, what? That's not how microwave radiation works. We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon.
バナナを冷凍してみようとしたら、さらにへんてこなことになったし。
And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird.
さっぱりわかんねえ。
I just don't get it. Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again. Mayuri! Mayuri! Bring forth the bananas!
またゲルバナ作るの？
Are you gonna turn them into GELBANAS? GELBANAS again?
前から気になってたけどさ、マユシ。
That's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them GELBANAS?
だってね、ゲルバナはゲルバナだもん。
But GELBANAS are GELBANAS. I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave. Name subject to change. Not the whole bunch, just put the one.
なんでいつも一房丸ごと入れるの？
Why do you have to use the whole bunch? Thank you, Mayuri. It's a waste of food.
ケチケチしていては機関との戦いに勝利することなどできんぞ。
Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization.
勝たなくてもいいよ。
That's fine with me.
バナナはマユシーが買ってきてる。
Mayushi always buys the
おか
bananas.
げでマユシーは
And now Mayushi can't eat a single one.
次からは一本ずつ使うことも検討しておこう。
Next time, we'll only do one banana. I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. Ruthless. And wasteful. The phone wave, name subject to change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Easy for him to say when it's not his... Yeah, exactly. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and my coat pockets. Let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone and make a call to the phone wave, name subject to change. It allows to confirm the controller settings from config of the system menu. Okay. Easy, oh, too real. Yeah. You gotta check the pockets 3 times. Just in case the other 2 times they might have quantum tunneled back in or something. So you gotta check 3 times. It's important. Okay, phone triggers. Press the phone triggers button. I check my pants and my coat pockets. Oh. Well, there's the phone. Let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, I missed that part. I was too focused on reading and actually didn't digest what I needed to do. Well, this is pretty neat. Call the phone wave. Name subject to change. I'm connected.
RENG こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。
Hello, this is the phone wave, name subject to change. This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru programmed to operate the phone wave. Oh yeah, Mayushi Guidance.
マユシーの声聞こえてきた？
Do you hear Mayushi's voice?
少し黙れ。マユシーガイダンスが聞こえなくなる。
Be quiet, I'm trying to listen.
こちらからタイマー操作ができます。
You can operate the timer from this menu.
シャープボタンを押した後、温めたい秒数をプッシュしてください。
After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds.
例えば1分ならシャープ60、
For example, press pound 60 for 1 minute.
2分ならシャープ120です。
For 2 minutes, press pound 120. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave, name subject to change, to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, name subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate.
綺麗なターンテーブルだろう。普段と違って逆回転してるんだぜそれ。
Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards.
何？逆回転？
Backwards? I never noticed that.
そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない。漁師の振る舞いにも影響してくる問題であり、奮闘の規則を導入して。
That might have serious implications if we look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule.
あるわ。ねえよ。
Yeah, no.
ないか。
Not Hund's rule?
ないね。
No.
そうか。
Okay. Is that the rule where it's like things have a certain spin, and for everything that has a certain spin, there exists another that has the opposite spin? Now I'm curious. Hund's rule. Hund's rule. According to Hund's rule, before the double occupation of any orbital, every orbital in the sublevel is singly occupied. For the maximization of total spin, all electrons in a single occupancy orbital have the same spin. Okay. Okay, gotcha. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out.
ゲルバナの出来上がり。
GELBANAS are ready. Ew. The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave, named subject to change, had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time. Herm.
ダルよ。このバナナ。
Daru, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will forever be remembered.
すげえまずそうじゃん。
They look really nasty.
味は関係ない。食べることに意味があるの
The
だ。
taste doesn't matter.
ダル、遠慮することはない。
What matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru. No need to be shy. Break a leg or a stomach and go for it.
いらね。
No way. Fine. Mayuri, the honor shall be yours. No, not Mayuri. Come on.
なんかね、ゲルバナは中身がデロデロ
But
でブニュブニュだったよ。
GELBANAS are all gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Wait, she already tried one?
味もしないし、 全然美味しくなかった。
It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all.
デロデロでブニュブニュか。
Loopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Daru, what do you think?
ブニュブニュバナナか。ブニュブニュ
Soft and squishy bananas, huh? Soft and squishy banana.
まゆし、あなたのバナナ、ブニュブニュだねって言ってみて。
No. No. Mayushi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me. Daru, you're sick. You're actually sick.
ダルくん、ダルくん。
No, stop. No. No. Okay, I thought she was going to say it. I was about to flip. Daru-kun, your nose is bleeding.
いいから言ってみてください。お願いします。
Please just say it. No, don't.
あなた
Don't do
の
it.
バナナ。
No, no, stop. Skip it. Skip it.
言わせるな、手の額。
Don't make her say that, you perv. That's a bit late, Okabe. You could have stepped in a little bit sooner than that, I think. Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway.
ゲル状になったということは反固形。
They're gelatinous, a semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there is a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas?
そうか。わかったぞ。
I've got it. I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. Ah, yes. I too write big words and then cross them out to feel like I've accomplished something. What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. A bold statement, if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised?
さあ、お前たち。なんだってと叫ぶがいい。ここは叫ぶところだ。
Now's the time to shout. What you say? Come on, don't be shy. Their reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said.
冷凍機能じゃないのは分かってるっつうの。
We already knew that. Oh.
問題は、じゃあこの機能って何ぞ？何が起きてんの？ってことじゃん。
The problem is we don't know what it is doing or why it's doing it.
冷凍の逆なら。
If it's the opposite of
解凍じゃない
freezing,
のかな。
then couldn't it be thawing them?
実に愚鈍な意見だな、マユリ。それでは普通の電子レンジと同じではないか。
What a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave.
じゃあどういうこと？
Then what is it?
それが分かんないから悩んでるんだお。
We don't know, and that's the problem. He's right, to be honest. I haven't a clue. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daiburu. And I think that's a good place to stop. For now. So I like it. I mean, I like the visual novel. I don't know how good of a stream thing it was. But I'll do some watching back of this myself and decide whether I want to continue it. I might just continue it for the hell of it, for my own pleasure. It's been a while since I watched Steins Gate, so it's nice to play the source material. It was fun to watch, I think. Okay, well that's good to know. It's good to have. It's kind of tough to gauge these things, at least for me at the moment, still being kind of new to this stuff. But that's because I've also never seen this series. It's good. It's good. The visual novel, I've watched it, but I'm enjoying it so far, even, kind of knowing everything about it already. It's still fun. So that's good. I like it. So yeah, I'll probably continue at some point. Unfortunately, I have finals next week, and I have my final homework to do this weekend. And then I have a conference after that. So streams might be sparse. I think I will stream this weekend though at some point to make another robot arm. We're gonna fix up the user friendliness of the robot arm and make another robot arm. So, Senti, if you recall how the camera kind of sucked when you were using it, just because, you know, you didn't have that. It's tough to have that sense of depth when you just have one point of view. So the plan is that we're going to add a first-person perspective to the arm. No, just call it a claw machine camera. I mean, that's kind of what I plan to do, yeah. So I'll have, so I bought a little like USB card because I'm out of USB ports with everything I have plugged in now for streaming. So, but I bought this USB card, so now I have some extra ports. We're gonna set up 2 cameras. If we're running one robot arm, we're gonna set up 2 cameras that you're gonna be able to switch between. And then also a first-person camera on the robot arm. So you have 3 views to choose from. I think it's gonna be a lot better and more interesting to watch too, probably. I'm excited. I wish school wasn't getting in my way of progress, but it is what it is. I'm almost done. And then we'll be on a little bit of a better schedule because the fall semester isn't as accelerated as the summer is. But anyway, that's the plan. I'll probably do one more stream and then batten down the hatches again, study for finals. And then after I'm done with finals, I'll probably do one stream before I go on conference. I wonder, it might be fun to do like an IRL stream. I don't know what that takes though, and I probably don't have the right equipment for it. I don't know. I'll think about it. That might be fun. Question mark. Like, so I'm traveling for the conference. What is an IRL stream? Like, so I'm traveling for the conference. So just explore the city that I'm going to and walk around. But I don't know how that would work out. Plus, whenever I watch IRL streams, I always think it's funny because like the streamer's just talking to themselves apparently from the perspective of everyone else looking around them, you know? So, I don't know. I'll consider it. Probably won't happen though, just because I don't have the equipment for it. But anyway, that's the plan. Oh wow, grass touching. I know, right? Crazy. No, it'll be more like asphalt touching or concrete touching, but you know, just put an AirPod in and people will think you're talking on the phone. I know, that's honestly, I was thinking about that. I could probably just do that and get away with it like that. That's what I did when I recorded my travel vlogs. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, that's smart because you know, people are talking on the phone with their AirPods in too, and I think they're weird, and then I realize, oh, they just have their AirPods in. which they do in their case, but I would be bluffing. Okay. Well, that's it. Thanks for hanging, Senti. Sorry for what you walked in on. That was something else. That you couldn't have been better. That had to be the worst line in the whole thing. But anyway, have a good night. And hopefully I'll see you some point this weekend when we do our little build thing. My timing is sure good. Well, it's something. But all right, have a good night. See you later. Bye-bye.